We're here today to celebrate Southern University and what it stands for. We're excited about the future of Southern University because we know what it has done for us in the past, and we look forward to the future to brighten our students and make them better students, to make them better citizens, to help this state, this nation, and the world. We have over 100,000 alumni from Southern, and what we're doing is, what we're trying to do is rally behind Southern to make it better and to help us all understand the importance of this day to save our Southern.
This is not about saving the students and the faculty only, but this is about saving the higher education. What we are doing to the higher education in this state of Louisiana, that basically shows that there is no leadership. That shows that we really do not care about what's happening to our children 20 years down the road, 10 years down the road, 30 years down the road. We have money. We have money to do whatever we want to do other than education. We have a lot of money to take trips in the to take long trips in the helicopter. You spend millions of dollars there. Okay, we have money to do the public shows. Okay, but we do not have money for the education. I want you to tell you that if you are talking about that it is okay for SUNO to go, you are also saying that it is okay not to educate our children, because what happens to SUNO today will happen tomorrow to LSU Alexandria. That will happen to Southern University Baton Rouge. That will happen to Southern University Law School. That will happen to many institutions in the Southern University system and LSU system and University of Louisiana system. So please understand that this is not the cause of the Southern, this is the cause of higher education. And please support it, call your legislators, do whatever you need to do, please. Thank you.
All right. Thanks, sir. Yeah. Now to start off to save our state, we have Claude Buddy Leach, Democratic Party Chair. All right.
This is indeed an expression from the Democratic Party that we're going to save Louisiana, and we're going to save it by showing the political ploys being used by the present administration. Southern University in New Orleans serves a special need type student. Many of them are working students. They have to have their classes programmed so they can attend. And why this administration hasn't had time to find out the true role of Southern in New Orleans, I don't know. Instead of waiting to the very last minute to talk about merger, they had time to travel throughout the United States for 3.5 years, selling books and not getting down to the problems of Louisiana. It is time that all of our citizens, African American citizens, Hispanic citizens, and white citizens, recognize this administration and what they have done to higher education. We must send this message out. We must talk to our senators and our representatives to tell them we expect higher education to be funded. This is only a ploy. You let them merge SUNO, and next it is the Southern University system, the only national historic black college system in the country. It is worthy of preserving. There is a reason for it, and we are not going to stand by and allow this merger to take place without better understanding, planning, and making sure that Southern comes out on top. Thank you.
The League of Women Voters supports higher education fully funded. What we've been asked to do is to cut back in areas that are illogical, that do not serve our state, do not serve our students, and we claim we're going to create new jobs. You cannot create new jobs if you don't have an educated workforce. So I call upon the governor to be the education governor that he said he would be. Also, we have to look at the tax exemptions. There are $7.1 billion in tax exemptions. the true value of those tax exemptions has not been examined thoroughly. When we're $1.6 billion in the hole, it doesn't make sense to hurt our students, our elderly, or our poor. We ask for transparency in all actions relating to any cuts. Transparency in the governor's office and all the way through state government. Everybody get out and vote, let your voice be heard, pick up the phone, call the legislature, and tell your representative what you think about these cuts. Thank you. It's up to you, people. It's up to you, Louisiana. Let's make it happen.
All right. Good job. Good job. Good job. We will now hear from Dr. Melissa Flanoy, Louisiana Progress. She's here? Okay. How you doing?
I'm good. Good morning. Good morning. I'm here representing Louisiana Progress, but I'm also a former adjunct faculty member of Southern in Baton Rouge. Yeah! Yeah! And the message today is that education is important for the future of our state. We have to save our state, and we must save our people through investment in education. We must focus on that transition from K through 12 to college to the workforce. The best way to improve our state is to focus on economic development for all of our citizens, not just those at the top end of the wage spectrum. Southern is an important asset in our communities in Shreveport, in Baton Rouge, and New Orleans, and we need to create a culture of excellence and expectation for our students to make a difference in Louisiana. We have to invest in their success and in the success of Louisiana, because we cannot be content to live in a state that ranks 50th in every health, education, and poverty indicator. It is very important for us to look at the investment in higher education, in the transfer of knowledge, in the development of jobs, and build on our regional strengths and assets. And that includes a sensible approach to higher education in New Orleans. We have a new leader at the Southern University system, and we need to give Dr. Mason and his staff a chance to demonstrate their leadership, their vision, their sense of accountability as they create a new culture of excellence and expectation in the Southern system. When the governor says, "Just trust me, it's good public policy," we need to say no. That's right. We need to invest in all of Louisiana's citizens. We need to invest in every community. We need to look to the future with the knowledge that the children that we educate today, with 63% of the students in our public education system, K through 12, are on a free lunch program. We need to invest in school readiness. We need to invest in GO grants, not just in TOPS. We need to provide a system of services to ensure higher graduation rates in all of our universities, and that takes leadership. So today we're here to talk about saving our state, and we're here to talk about growing new leaders throughout every university in our state. God bless you, and thank you for your time. Thank you.
Good morning. We want to loan to our Southern system the Suno rally cry. I am. I am. Because Southern is. Because Southern is. We are. We are. Because Southern is. Because Southern is. Southern yesterday. Southern yesterday. Southern University today. Southern University. And Southern University forever. Southern University forever. We are here because there is legislation that attempts to dismantle SUNO, and that would ultimately dismantle the Southern system and ultimately impact this state. This state is in no moral position to attempt to deny equal access to all of its citizens. As you well know, in 2005, this state ended a 20-year desegregation consent decree because this state systemically discriminated against Louisianians who are African American. But a funny thing happened in 2005 also when Katrina hit. This state began to sort of turn us back to that old way. It started by taking 22 of SUNO's programs. It kept $93 million of FEMA money to rebuild SUNO, and the governor appointed an illegal board of regents. And we're here to say no more. Today stops. We are here surrounded by those who will fight this fight for us in this legislature. But do not be mistaken. If for some reason this does not happen here today, already the students of SUNO have filed a federal complaint with the Justice Department, and we're asking them to come back into Louisiana and correct these wrongs. So once again, let's keep this fight, let's stay strong, let's save our state, let's save the system, and let's save SUNO. Thank you.
SUNO is a very important part of the Southern University system. It always has been, and we look forward to making it even stronger as we continue this fight.
What's your feeling as you take a look at what has transpired so far and what is going to happen in the next several weeks in the legislature?
It's been a challenge, but we've been through challenges before, and we look forward to the fight. We believe in what we're doing, and with God on our side, we can't lose.
Today is SOS Day. It started out several months ago as an idea called Support Our Southern, which was about advocacy and resource attainment for Southern and also for higher education. But over the last couple of months, it sort of blossomed into Save Our Southern, Save Our Students, Save Our Schools, and Save Our State. And if you think about it, it all makes sense because, you know, Southern is an important part of higher education in Louisiana. So saving Southern really is important to saving our schools. Schools are important to saving our students, and higher education is important to saving our state. So we have a lot of people here from all over the state to make that simple point that higher education and Southern are important to the future of the state of Louisiana.
What does SUNO mean not only to New Orleans but the entire state?
Well, SUNO is the higher education workhorse in the city of New Orleans. There was a consultant's report done by the Board of Regents as recently as a month ago saying that the most important higher education work being done in New Orleans is the work being done by SUNO. We need to raise the number of bachelor's degrees among the underserved population of that city in order for the city to be successful in the future. And SUNO is also an important asset to the Southern system because it is our asset in a destination city. It is a Katrina success story, a post-Katrina success story, and it also is one of the places where we think we have a bright future in terms of marketing it as part of the only HBCU system in the country.
You've laid out a plan for the future of not only SUNO but the entire Southern system. What are some of the highlights?
Yeah, well, we have a short-term plan for this year to get us through the year, and it's called Project Positive Direction. We've hired new staff in technology, in finance. We've cleaned up the audits as much as we could in a short period of time. We've been working with the legislators and been all around the state meeting with folks to help them understand that we really are in the process of building a new Southern, and that the new Southern really can be a model for higher education in the state of Louisiana. Now we're about to start phase 2, which would be to put together a longer-term strategic plan for the system as a new model for 21st century higher education in the state of Louisiana.
What's your response to the reaction that you've had so far from the SOS campaign?
Well, you know, I'm amazed at how people have really come to rally around the idea. You know, and it's not just Southern folks. I mean, that's the interesting piece. I mean, I know we have tough times in the state right now, but a lot of the burden of the tough times seems to be falling on the backs of people who are least able to bear that. So that we're finding that many groups like the League of Women Voters, pastors from all around the country, people who are not only interested in Southern, but also interested in the future of the state, have sort of rallied around this statewide idea now.
One example that clearly jumps to mind is data from 1910. Of all of the public institutions that awarded college degrees in 2010, SUNO awarded 52% of those degrees. And without that weekend and evening college serving that non-traditional student, there's no way that those citizens would have been able to accomplish receiving a college degree.
It's going to take a team effort to make sure that we secure our future. Not just Southern's future, but the future of higher education and the future of the state of Louisiana. And higher education is about the future. The things that are going on now you know, shifting the burden of the cost of higher education to the students, small classes, or not small classes, but, you know, packed classes and the inability to get classes when you need them. You know, the kinds of things that we should be investing in now to make sure that the state gets better over time as opposed to having to dig itself out of a hole. And I don't think I'm overstating it. I mean, there are real serious things going on now, and I think people are starting to pay attention and starting to try to send a message that, look, let's think about what's going on here, and there may be a better way for us to work together to get it done.
If people have questions or would like more information, what should they do? Yeah,
you can go to any Southern System website, click on SOS, and you can get all the information you need about who you need to call, who you need to talk to, who you need to write. You should get in touch with your legislators because they do like to hear from you. And the more they hear from you, the more they'll understand that people are watching and concerned about the future of the state.